Welcome to Nacho Fitness Coach,
the podcast where fitness is technically the topic, but let's be honest, we get distracted.
I'm Sarah, the fitness expert who actually understands this stuff.
And I'm Caleigh, the beginner who thinks Bulgarian split squats are a hate crime.
Every week, we break down fitness myths, call out internet nonsense, and try to make sense of the chaos.
While also going off on tangents, making bad jokes, and questioning our life choices.
If you're looking for expert advice with a side of whatever Caleigh does here,
or just need a podcast that makes you feel better about your own fitness journey,
you're in the right place.
All right, let's do this. Or, talk about doing this.
Since Caleigh and Sara cannot behave, listener discretion is advised.
Cut all my hair off. What do you think?
That's all you could come up with for the intro?
I was just thought it was a big change. And listen,
is this a part of who you are now?
It's not.
This is a podcast,
Here's what was going on in my life at the time. It's not that I don't believe in therapy. I just happen to be closer to a salon at the moment. So it seemed like the more viable option.
Okay.
And I'm loving it. I feel like it's kind of giving fresh start, but also please monitor my Amazon account for further instability. You know what I mean?
It's funny because there has been a significant pattern in my life where for 4 or 5 years, I'll grow my hair out and then I'll chop it.
Yeah.
Grow it out, chop it. And I did meet somebody at one point that they said, when a girl does that,
she's going through it.
She's going through something. And I was like, huh? Because it had just been what I had always done. I'm like, the first time I did it, I was in first grade. It had grown out. I chopped it right after kindergarten. And I'm like, really? I just didn't ever relate those two, but apparently it is a thing.
I wouldn't say I'm going through it. My hair was so long and it was great. It was great hair. Everybody loved my hair. Some people were mad I cut it, but I'm like, well, until you start coming to my house every morning and styling it and washing it and all that.
Did you really wash your hair every day?
Well, not every day, but it's still,
I'm too lazy for that.
It's still a job.
Well, for sure.
With curly hair.
But it's still a job when it's short. The times I've had my hair short, I always feel it's more work.
It's cut my getting ready time way down. I diffuse this. It used to take me almost an hour to diffuse my hair. So generally I just wouldn't diffuse it and then I just go out looking like a wet rat. Go out like I go out. I have a job to go to.
You don't get off the farm. Let's just be real. But so walk me through the decision though to cut bangs. Because you could have just went short.
Yeah.
But that wasn't good enough. You're I'm not only going to go short, but now I'm going to create this.
Yeah, because I feel like bangs definitely is more indicative of you're going through it,
Yeah.
Or you hate them.
I'm not really sure how I feel about them, actually.
Well, then.
Mostly because
the nice thing about them is I don't have to have them straight. I can just put my product in and they can just be a part of the curly situation as well, which I've done. But I got it cut over a week ago. And then I actually went back to the same girl that I go to and she does my brows and I had her cut them shorter, a week later. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just was like,
wasn't enough change.
Just try something new.
I need more bangs, shorter.
So now I have 4 10-inch braids in a baggie in my junk cabinet in my kitchen.
Doesn't that have to be 12 inches to donate?
No, it can be anywhere from, I don't know where I'm going to donate them to yet. There's all kinds of different organizations, but anywhere from 8 to 12. I told her go ahead and do.
Just right in the middle.
Yeah.
Because why not? Just even number.
Just in case.
Why not
Some
9?
places start at 10, but
11.
Yeah.
People don't like odd numbers. I don't like odd numbers. And look, you just went and picked an even.
Yeah.
It's right in the middle.
So they're creepy.
But yeah, why are you keeping them in your house?
I haven't gotten around to figuring out which organization I'm going to send them to. So
it's weird.
I don't know.
But you're loving it.
It was just my hair was so overstimulating. It just was always everywhere. And I always had to move it out of the way. And I never really just putting my purse on my shoulder, a bag on my shoulder. You've got to dig it all out and putting a bra, a sports bra on. It was this has been so much nicer. I don't even put it up to work out. It can go in a ponytail, but
it's good.
It looks super silly. It looks like a man bun.
I have had my hair really super short before. I learned my lesson the hard way that I don't like it if I can't get my hair off my neck.
Yeah.
Because I've had like a really short bob, like long layers, but like bob. And that was a problem.
Yeah.
When I couldn't get that off my neck, it really bothered me. But
So anyway, welcome back to Nacho Fitness Coach, the podcast where we talk about our haircuts.
our haircuts, just Caleigh's haircut.
Well, our hair in general.
And now we're like completely off brand.
I know. And I took that into consideration at the end of the day. I didn't really care. I think that's why I held off for a long time. I'd been thinking about it for months. Kind of been playing around with the idea. And then I was like,
if I've got my cartoon character, what am I going to do?
She needs a haircut now.
I mean, good news is from that cartoon character, I mean, there's really only about 6 inches that need to come off on the bottom. And then it really, I mean, he can just kind of like chop it off on both sides. And it's pretty much the way you look already.
I can probably do it.
Yeah.
I'm handy with a...
No, it would not look the same. I don't think so. Is that a challenge?
You don't think I can do it?
I don't think you could do it quite right. You gonna try it?
You're like, based on your actual hair. I hate you so much.
Wait. I mean, did you already redo the caricature on your own? Oh.
Who has the time?
Well, yeah, I mean,
You know?
you do, because now you're not doing your hair all the time. Look at you. You're just being super efficient now.
Not like a whole extra hour.
Yeah, every day.
I'll mess around with it.
I just might. I'll work that into my kids' homeschool assignment for art class.
For sure.
Here.
What are we talking about today?
Smoke and mirrors, actually, a little bit. I mean,
Alan got excited.
not that kind of smoke. No, I mean, you know, just it's kind of one of those things where I feel like social media paints a certain picture
For sure.
of what reality either is or isn't, or, you know, whatever. And it's kind of hard to sift through.
What's real and what's not.
Absolutely. And it's also kind of hard, like, to sit there and not feel like you're not doing enough or you're not, whatever. I mean, we actually kind of talked about that lunch video, right? The whole mamas thing with like, which is a little bit, yeah, it was a whole nother thing. But, you know, like, not comparing yourself to things that you find on social media, because there's this video. You sent this one to me, I think, didn't you?
I don't know what
Or did
video
you find it? Okay, so anyways, there's this video.
Oh, I think so.
And it's like they're in Home Depot.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like they're in Home Depot. And they're like, okay, well, here, I'll just play it. Let's see if it actually, like... I mean, so they're taking, like, what looks like a...
Yeah, like light as a feather.
Right.
But
Dumbbells.
there's like that thing in our world to where, you know, you'll notice like an empty coffee cup and someone's just like, man, it looks fake. Or they pick up a big bag of like $10 million and they just carry it like nothing.
Right.
So we want some like actual weight in. So these 80s are like actually like 15s.
Really? Let me see. Oh, shit. Oh, god damn.
So you get a little bit of struggle. They're real popular with like the TikTok like fitness influencers.
Shut the fuck
For-
Everything's fake.
Nothing's real.
Everything's fake.
Nothing's real.
So this is what
Drop
I have
the
at home,
F-bomb.
to be honest. Oh.
He picks it up. So these are like, you know, you've got dumbbells that look like gym dumbbells. You've got ones, because even at the end he was like, oh, this looks like what I've got at home. Like, he went and picked it up and he was like, oh, there's like nothing to it. So I mean, this to me clearly looks like Home Depot, because it's got the really
does look like
orange,
a Home Depot. And
like,
I don't, but that's weird, because I was like, maybe it's some kind of like prop warehouse or something. Because why would those be at Home Depot?
I don't know, but I mean, the concrete is even stained like the color of what a Home Depot looks like.
I used to work at a Home Depot, and
Well, do they not? I mean, maybe they do now.
Never
they
sold
carry.
any
No,
dumbbells.
I don't know. Well, these are clearly prop dumbbells.
Yeah.
But he made a good point where he's like, you know, we still at least put like a little bit of weight in them.
yeah, so it
because
looks like you're struggling
so
at
it looks
least
like
a little
you're
bit.
struggling. So he held up the first dumbbell he held up was a 50, and it was like, oh, this looks like, you know, this feels easy. And then it was the 80-pound one that Mark had 80 on the side. He's like, yeah, this one's only 15 pounds.
Yeah.
But
That's insane.
they vary with the rubber like size and weight and everything, just like you would see a row of dumbbells on a rack at a gym or whatever. And so like this just irritates me to no other, because in an fitness and wellness and health, like, people are trying to do better, And then all of a sudden you get these fitness influencers that are out there that are literally faking it.
Yep. And you're like,
all
why,
these areas.
like I need to get to the point where I can lift an 80-pound dumbbell. Well,
yeah, with like
what?
no problem. And
That
like,
person that you were like looking up to online, who's they didn't anyway.
yeah, it's fake all along.
Fake. I think fitness is fake. I think everything's fake.
It's the Truman Show. Literally, you're living in the Truman Show. You know, but it's like, I don't know. You know, this video popped up and it's clearly, I mean, it has made its round. Like, it's got 584,000 likes. It's got all these comments, saves, shares, like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, but all it was to bring it up was just to create an awareness.
Right.
That not everything you see online is 100%
And I think
real.
there is somewhat starting to become a faction of the internet that is based on calling out or like bringing more awareness to the fact that most fitness influencers are not. I mean, I just came across one. There was some big controversy about a really successful, famous, I think she sells a...
Okay, so with that, we're going to take just a quick little ad break. So Caleigh, what if I told you could finally have me but not have to pay for me?
Did you finally start an OnlyFans account?
No, that you have to pay for. What I'm talking about is free access to all my curriculum, online modules, and ebooks on sarasutherlandfitness.com. You just go to the website in the top right, click log in, create an account. You will get access to all of the content that I use in my coaching programs for free.
Okay, we're back. I don't know if it's a workout plan or whatever, you know, like this is how you look like me. Well, she's been on GLP-1s and she finally came clean
And said it.
but I think probably because somebody was threatening to, but I mean, you know, you should post her before and after pictures. And then, like I said, we've said before, and I'll shout it from the rooftops, there's nothing wrong with GLP-1s. Like,
No.
whatever, you do you, but don't try and sell me a product, you know, or some kind of program that says, follow this and you'll look like me. You'll get these same results that I got. No,
Right.
no, you forgot the part where I need to get on a GLP-1.
Yep. Well, and I mean, that does hint. I mean, I have done transformation pictures before and will vouch for the fact that, you know, I did that plan and this was my before and after of that plan. But that is also not the norm, right? Like a lot of people, they'll do their before afters. They maybe do part of the plan, but then they'll be doing something else.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I don't
trust.
You just can't.
There's very few people that I follow that I actually, and it's more people that I know in real life, or like, you know, like our friend Jody, her transformation pictures.
Right.
That's amazing. And I, you know,
just take it for real.
I'm sure it's all legit, but it's just like, if somebody that I just come across and I don't know, I just don't believe it's real. And I know I've brought him up before. I don't know. Maybe we need to delve deeper into on Instagram. I think he's called like Goob or something. John Dorsey, and his whole entire. We follow him on our Nacho account.
We do.
All of his content is basically calling out fitness influencers, gym people, whatever, who are photoshopping pictures. And he'll even go so far as to like find the original photographer and get the originals. And he just puts all this shit out.
Goob _U2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he is, I believe, a bodybuilder. I don't know. He's in the biz, but that's his content.
Oh, dang. There's one on here about Flex Pro meals. Oh, no way. Okay,
he gets into all kinds of shenanigans. He's got lawsuits, and I love him.
Requested to work with them, got products delivered, and after the product was delivered, has refused to pay my friends for the last 6 months. Flex Pro Meals.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
1,000 followers.
Hello.
And not for nothing, I did reach out to them and attempt to get them to pay this debt. I said hello. They said, hi, John. Thank you for reaching out. How can we help today? I asked them specifically about the thing that they owe Flavor Gang, and they never replied. So now we're here. This one is particularly annoying because Flavor Gang never actually reached out to Flex Pro to work with them. Flex Pro reached out to Flavor Gang. Here's Nathan Korn from Flex Pro Meals reaching out to Flavor Gang, talking about possible synergy.
Here's the interesting thing about that is like he's based in Kansas City. Like I've met Nathan Korn.
Oh.
Because when he first was getting Flex Pro Meals started in Kansas City, he showed up at the gym that I was working at. And so, because he was trying to get it going, and it started off as just like a local delivery service then.
Yeah.
And so we all were using Flex Pro. Like I've used Flex Pro meals for a couple of my show preps. And they got to the point where they stopped doing the local delivery, and then they were trying to expand and grow. And so they started doing like the shipping stuff.
Yeah.
And they could not get that figured out. Now, I will say their protein balls are amazing. Like when we talked about the food truck trailer
protein
thing.
balls or fat balls?
Well, they're fat balls. They call them protein balls, but they're literally fat. But they're like all peanut butter. But that's kind of actually part of where I got the idea
for our business.
For the
Fat balls.
Fat Balls.
Fat Balls Incorporated.
Oh, Fat Balls food truck. Because they add protein in, but they're fat balls. They're quote unquote protein balls. And because they're filling, they were delicious.
Yeah.
Like the recipes, for a long time, I continued to order Flex Pro meals just to get.
Okay. I remember you talking about
And we actually, after we started spending more time up here, I would have them still ship us food. But over time, the quality definitely was different. Like, you change your business model like that. Things, or if you grow too fast, there's growing pains.
And this is the company that he's calling out?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that one the
crazy?
other day.
Is it? Because this is just like a day old. Like this is a brand new one.
Yeah.
That is wild.
This is September of 2024. Tarek from Flex Pro Meals confirms that they received product and it's being stored in their cooler. This is Ross, the owner of Flavor Gang, reaching out a month and a half after the sauce was delivered and received, asking about payment. The Flavor Gang asked about payment again at the end of November, again in December at the 3-month mark. Nathan Korn, the president at the time, says, apologies for the delay. I'll check on this. This is December 5. Ross heard nothing, followed up. December 16th, Ross heard nothing, followed up. January.
So does this Flavor Gang have sauces or
that's what it seemed like. And
or
so they
flavors or
ordered
something?
$10K worth of product from Flavor Gang, didn't pay them. And then
why did Flavor Gang send them anything without getting payment first?
I don't know.
That's weird.
That's none of my business.
Well,
but then I guess they were withholding payment and told him that, no, we want your friend John to talk about our product on his platform before we pay you, is what I gathered.
Wants to run the story on this. Totally understand for what it's worth.
February, March, no payment, no communication. It is now May 1st, and the last communication that Ross received from Nathan at Flex Pro Meals was that he understood, but he didn't feel like it was right to put the sauces that they haven't paid for on sale yet. He vetoed it. That's a good move, Nathan. Don't sell something you haven't paid for yet. That would be weird. But something beautiful did come out of the rubble of Flex Pro Meals not paying a $9,504 invoice that they received last September. Because you guys robbed my friend, I was allowed and able to introduce Tony, the owner of Hummus Fit, and Ross, my friend, the owner of Flavor Gang, and they made a series of meals. And they've actually started a beautiful business relationship.
Those look
where the people that
good.
make my favorite food and the people that make my favorite sauces are now working together. So thank you, Flex Pro Meals. Thank you for scumbagging my friend. Thank you for ignoring me when I hit you up to see if you would just make some sort of payment or do something. It's water under the bridge now because you've given us this, the most beautiful collaboration. I'm going to tell you a story about.
So they still haven't paid. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that
that's
is wild.
He has something going on, some kind of controversy going on all the time. It's wild. I love him. I think he's great.
Taping onions to feet for health.
There's people, so he will get, somebody will message him and say hey, you need to call out this fitness influencer because they very clearly Photoshop their photos or whatever. John will go and find them. He's already blocked. They already pre-blocked him.
He's like, hold on. The Flex Pro is paid. Wait, so that was just a day ago, 13 hours ago.
Yeah, there was that. I think I watched the update because I don't know. I'm not super clear on the whole story.
Flex Pro has paid. A company reached out to my friend's small business, boasted they're worth $10 million. They're $10 million or $100 million. Wait, Flex Pro Meal says they're a $100 million company now. Ordered $10K worth of product and refused to pay for it for 6 months. Very shameful. At least my friend's small business got paid. Hold on. Silver lining. I don't know. I can't. Okay, we need the backstory. Go watch the other video. People, you know what? Here's the other thing that social media, it actually kind of has me lose a little bit of faith in people sometimes, the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they can be entertaining, but sometimes you're like, what? Just take a minute. They're clearly talking about something. Go back to the feed.
I know.
Go back to his account. She's like, what happened? I need a backstory.
Yeah, you
Dude,
can get...
go back
There's
and
so
just
many
go
rabbit
look.
holes you can go down.
Ay.
Sure.
Well, I was sponsored by them. Had to reach out for a month straight for my first paycheck. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was lots of times that things were either not right or whatever. I mean, they had been a very disorganized business, I think, from the very beginning.
Yeah, it sounds like a
this
shit
kind of
show.
surprising.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We're not saying anything.
Oh my gosh. Editing stage for I might have to spend some time on this one. This might actually be pretty entertaining.
His Instagram, yeah, it's really good.
Why? Exposing fitness predators. Yeah.
Yeah, he exposes because he went through this whole phase, and I think he's still kind of in it, where he was exposing people who were like actually like sexual offenders.
Yeah, see that one too.
People who like
children.
Yeah. Because they're not supposed to be on social media.
No.
And so he would call them out and get their accounts deleted. It's a whole thing. But that's what I love about him, and that's like circling back to what this episode's about. It's like he's wholly dedicated to just calling out bullshit and people who are posting things online that aren't necessarily true. Especially if they're trying to. Yeah, he went through a lawsuit.
Protein powder scam. I mean, we've already done an episode about that.
That one was really good, actually.
Not all things are the same. I mean, you just have to be diligent.
The company, I don't know what protein powder it was, but they put on their website like
nutrition.
The company was recently caught lying about how much protein was in their protein powder by a lot. Holmes.
Oh, by how much protein's in their protein powder?
Play it. It's actually really interesting.
Welcome to the show. This is Holmes.
Welcome to the show. He's funny.
Followers. They're a West Coast company, and they sell protein powder, sub pre-workouts, etc. You can look at one of their products here: 22 protein, 4 carb, 3 sugar, 120 calories. They recently made an announcement on their website. Let's take a look at it. Unfortunately, we have encountered an unexpected issue with the manufacturing facility for the protein. Due to the large increase in demand, the current facility was having issues. We're quickly searching for new manufacturers and hope to find a company that can grow with us. So they're putting so much demand to these manufacturers that they have to switch because they're just doing so well. And that's why, guys, don't pay attention to anything else. Wait a minute. Ooh, shit. A guy on Reddit actually took some of their protein powder.
You know, you got to go to Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Reddit is the wild west. And you get the real deal. Like, I mean, his whole point is this Instagram account has 2,400 followers.
Yeah.
And so he's like, how did you break your manufacturing process when that's how many?
And sent it to a lab for an analysis. They discovered that this protein powder is 70% carbohydrates and 11% protein.
What?
And 10% fat. That's amazing. So what's funny is these numbers should basically be switched. It's like 21, 22 carbs. And
yeah.
Oh, I would be so mad.
And that's so frustrating for somebody who, you know, you're like, they're telling me read labels.
Doing all the right things.
You think you're doing everything right, and you got, you know, bullshit people out there that aren't being honest. So now you're putting something into your body.
Okay, so with that, we're going to take just a quick little ad break. This is Sarah, and I've been using NutriBio for almost 15 years. It's hands down one of my favorite brands. Their products are high quality, transparent, and I've even toured the facility to see their dedication to quality. If you've been thinking about giving them a try, now is the perfect time. Use promo code SARA, which is SARA, at checkout for 10% off all your orders.
Okay, we're back. You can't trust.
Nutrition, like,
pisses me off.
Supplements are really hard because it is not a well-regulated industry at all.
No.
And so it is really, you definitely do have to do some due diligence on the history of the company, how long they've been around. I mean, dig into, like, I've toured
do it all yourself.
I've toured manufacturing facility of the NutriBio just because I was like, I'm curious. Like, I just want to see, because you hear how much this goes on.
Yeah.
It goes on a lot.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Or just the not great quality of the ingredients also comes up too, where there'll be a bunch of fillers.
So I think it's good. I think if you can find these types of creators online who are, you know, actually calling out the bullshit, and because they're out there, it's cropping up more and more. I feel like
a $300 pain relieving t-shirt.
What?
Is that a thing?
I told you there was a shirt that cost $300 that promised to relieve your pain, and all you had to do was just believe. Yeah, you'd probably think I was a fucking idiot. Intelligent Threats. Welcome
to the show.
This is Intelligent Threats. They sell this $300
Whoa.
pain relieving t-shirt. They do these demos in person to show you how it works. I'm gonna play this clip real quick. Pay close attention. See if you see what's going on.
Ready? Just relax. I'm gonna push you right here. Feel how tight it is.
Okay.
See how this side is not as bad?
Yes, it's always this side.
You can feel the tension right there.
Yep.
How about right there? Oh, sorry. All you have to do is put it on, so we're gonna put it on you.
Okay.
So now it's interacting with you. Ready?
I don't. He's zooming in on the pictures.
Oh, I can't see it.
Is it because he's hitting in different
Wow,
spots?
that's so crazy. Their pain went away. Not because you put your stupid shirt on them, but because you stopped digging your fucking fingers into their mouth. If you look at the page, they do it over and over and over again. Here he is doing it to some poor woman. Same thing. Poking her in the legs. She goes, ow! Put the shirt on. Hit her with the smooth palm. Oh my god, lady, do you want to spend $300 on my t-shirt? The answer is no, still, pal. But wait, there's more. If you go to their website, they actually
there's
have
more.
done studies. And this is stuff you're going to want to see. So if you click up here, essentially leads you to this page called testing data. It says our extensive testing since 2016 on over 10,000 people. If you see improvements tested and verified, you see all of this stuff. And you would think that anything here would be clickable, but no, this is just 4 paragraphs. This is their tests and verified improvements. You can't click on this. There is no data. These are not tests. These are just words. If you scroll down a little further, they have these things here like soft tissue injury test.
What our
You click on
technology
learn more,
does.
you would think the testing data would be here, right? Show us the test. Show us the science. Here it is, guys. Are you ready for it? I'm not kidding. This is the entire thing. Test with professional soccer team on entire season, specifically on soft tissue injury rates.
It's like a
period.
blurb.
Over the course of the season, the injury rate dropped 80%, period. The team used Intelligent Threads uniforms during the season, period. Year 2 of data was interrupted with COVID pandemic. That's the entire test. And they put a quote from unnamed soccer player. There is no way I wouldn't wear this all the time. It's life-changing. They have all of their other tests. They are all exactly the same.
Oh
no
my
science,
God.
Anecdotal data to sell a $300 t-shirt. If you want a t-shirt that's not going to manage your pain, but it's going to let people know that you don't take shit, I'm selling my welcome to the show t-shirt.
We need to get one.
We do need to get
That's
one, and then
great.
we need to do a video, and we need to see if he'll just come on and talk with us. 'cause
John, give us a call.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he is funny. I mean,
I like him.
good.
I love following him.
That's great. But
Yeah.
yeah, $300 pain relieving t-shirt. Interesting.
Yeah, sometime when you have a minute, it's a little bit of spare time, go through his Instagram because it is fascinating.
Which is goob_u2.
Yeah.
And so,
GOOB
Yep.
_U2.
Yep.
Letter U, number 2.
Yeah. That's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to poke around on that a little bit more, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like every now and then social media has kind of popped up but the weights were a new thing for me. Like seeing that there's literally now people preying on and made like a company actually manufactured those for sale, number 1.
Yep.
And then number 2, there was enough of a market of people willing to buy them just to basically sell whatever.
Because it's so prevalent. It's going, like, it's a thing.
And you're like, that is wild.
Yeah.
That
I don't think it's just a few influencer. I don't think everybody's just out there faking it.
Yeah.
And
Which is just
it's like
wild.
us with this podcast. We're not.
We're just faking it. We're just here. Don't mind us.
At least we're honest about it.
We are. Yeah, we're very realistic about it.
We are. We don't know what we're doing. We're still 2.5 years later.
Yep, we are still just here. And it's fine. So anyways, all right, that's it. I mean, that's all I had.
Okay.
And so that actually turned into like kind of a fun little episode. So there you go. Check out those.
Hold on.
What?
We need to take a minute. Have a moment of silence for
Our plants.
for our plant. She didn't make it.
Yeah.
She was struggling, weeks ago.
We
and
realized she maybe needed sun
so we've got
and moved her too late.
plant 2.0 here. I love that we just listen, we're in like an office building and we just have a little room here that we rent for our studio. And so, I mean, granted it's my husband's office, but we we went to go get our plant because we knew it was supposed to be like.
Is it in the conference room for some sun?
It was. Didn't you say you moved it in?
That's where I moved it to. I had put it in the conference room for sun.
Well, then
it got moved in the hallway.
I saw it out in the hallway like a week or two ago. She was holding on. She was still breathing.
Yeah.
And then we were getting ready to record. And I'm like, oh, we need our plant. And she's gone. She's gone.
So we don't know.
I don't even know what happened to her corpse or nothing. I don't know. So we just walked around and found a new one.
We kidnapped a new plant.
We did. We'll return you back to your home though when we're done.
Maybe we just need a fake.
That would actually probably be a lot safer. It would match the one on the shelf on the wall.
Maybe we need
with the broken leg.
We're a fucking mess. Speaking of fucking mess,
until we should make it.
I also want to talk about
my spelling.
So listen, quiet. Be quiet. Alan hasn't heard this yet.
Shit.
So I'm sitting down yesterday. I'm getting episodes ready, all the shit that I do. And then I was going through transcripts because I don't listen to the episodes. I just kind of scroll through the transcripts, make sure everything looks good. And I came across we take those ad breaks, and I came across some words that I was not familiar with. I'm like, what is this? Well, I knew that we were going to be recording a new ad for a partnership that we have.
We had recorded it. This is past tense. Like, we did record it.
I didn't know you did.
Well, you told me to do it.
Listen, let me finish my story. I thought we were going to record it this weekend and just put it with the new episodes.
But that episode comes out, right?
That episode's been out.
I know, right?
We're talking about our guest that we had on, months ago.
Justin, that's true.
So I knew that we started up this partnership. We were going to be offering a promo code so that our listeners can get, X amount off of his supplement products.
Right, yeah.
So I'm scrolling through and I see in big capital letters, NAHCO. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I have to go find the actual episode, the recording.
Because surely the transcription came back wrong.
I'm going through. I'm listening for it. And Sarah I love the initiative. You took it upon yourself to go ahead and record the ad spot.
That's what I thought you told me to do.
Maybe, I don't know. So I'm like, awesome, she recorded this. So, and with her whole chest, she's like, use promo code Nacho, NAHCO.
And I don't know how many times I re-recorded it. Like, I don't even know what
I need to know how many times you spelled it that way.
Probably just that one time.
Oh, no. So, listen, and dear listener, you're not going to hear this ad it's going to be a while. It's weeks away, but it's in there. And
good thing Caleigh edits our episodes.
No, you made it very, very clear to me.
So it's supposed to be NACHO. just so we know.
With her whole chest. With all the confidence of a fit white woman. Listen,
I don't know if I've ever.
I'm not editing it. I'm not editing it. It's coming out.
We'll just have to see if anyone catches it.
I'm probably.
There's not a spell check for that.
I'm probably gonna put it make it into a clip. Honestly. This is what did I text
video for it.
It doesn't matter. I'm a very creative person. I will come up with something. What did I tell you? I said this is why you need supervision.
That is actually not verbatim what you said. Here, hold on 1 second. Let me get this out.
I think that's
a
quote.
Okay,
a direct quote.
Nope. Okay, hold on. Where's your? Okay, there we go. So all of a sudden, I hadn't heard from her. It was on Wednesday.
I try to leave you alone.
Yeah. So I heard from her on Wednesday. 24 hours later, out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere. You're so pretty, but you spelled nacho wrong in your Clovis ad. And I was like, I did? NACHO. And then all of a sudden I was like, NAHCO? And she's like, you said NAHCO. This is why you need supervision.
That's what I said.
Like,
and you said, well, good thing you know how to edit our episodes.
Right.
And
you're like, nope, I'm leaving that one in.
Yeah, that's not, I don't touch our episodes anymore.
So anyways, when you do hear that
That's
ad,
fun. So our plant's dead. Sarah can't spell.
I cannot spell Nacho apparently without a spell check or typing it
Or supervision.
So,
That's all.
okay. That's good times. Well, on that note, I'm ready to be done with this episode. So until next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to head over to our Instagram at Nacho Fitness Coach and let us know how you feel about the topic. Do you love it or hate it?
Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening. And if you like our podcast, leave us a rating. See you next time.
You've been listening to Euphony Innovatives Sonified.